We step onto the pitch to conquer, to ignite belief, to dominate the moment. We take control, we win, and sometimes we lose. We score, we miss, but we regain control. A free kick, a pass, an assist, and the goals follow. From penalties under pressure. Every challenge looks easy. So we repeat it. Because it's one team, driven by one dream, inside one league. Vincy Soccer Premier League.
Your life, your vibe, your cola. So represent.
Your life, your vibe, representing the best cola. Me and talk about Zest cola. Right.
From me, open the cola. Me a look for the best cola.
Look to the left, me see the Zest cola. Look to the right, me see the Zest cola.
Zest cola are the best cola. Represent for the Zest cola. Zest cola are the best cola.
Zest. Your life, your vibe, your cola. Zest. Represent with the best cola available island-wide at your favorite bars, restaurants, corner stores, and supermarkets. Zest. Your cola, your vibe. Some bottles are ordinary, and then there's the iconic green Heineken, a symbol of craftsmanship since 1873. Inside, a perfect balance of malt and hops, delivering a taste that is smooth, crisp, and undeniably refreshing. This isn't just beer, it's heritage in every sip. Heineken, pure, original, timeless. Heineken, open your world. Must be 18 years or older to enjoy. Heineken, distributed by ECGC.
Oh, it's hope! And they have returned from one goal down. One! He scores! He scores!
Cross comes in now, open goal, it's in the back of the net. The Predators with the early goal, it looks like.
The Vincy Soccer Premier League is brought to you by the SVG Football Federation.
The second game of the evening, and it's between BESCO Pastures and North Leeward Predators. So the players and officials make their way out in the middle, and I'm sure in a few minutes they are going to exchange some pleasantries, and we're going to be off and running in a very short time. And Roxelle, welcome.
Thank you very much, Cecil Charles. I saw you had a bit of work to do early this evening, so wonderful. Good to join, to be here with you and to join in the commentary this afternoon into this evening. And we do have two really pleasing encounters on the table here to complete weekend number 6 in the Vincy Soccer Premier League.
Yes, and so we have North Leeward Predators and BESCO Pastures. Give you the starting lineup for BESCO Pastures. Number 30, Shane Holder in goal. Number 7, Augustus Adams, the captain. 8, Cordell Tibbles. 12, Karim Wickham. Number 13, Ajani Thomas. Number 15, Gadbot Boyce. Number 20, Oraldo Campbell. Number 21, Jarius Phillips. Number 23, Dante Enville. Number 35, Denelson Lewis, and number 42, Dylan Moore.
Right, and for North Leeward Predators, Alroy Solomon is in goal. Number 15 and number 93, Ronaldo Franklin. He's just about taking the toss there with the officials. He's the captain for North Leeward Predators this evening. We have number 5, Terrence Williams, starting this evening. Number 6, Gavin Brown. And number 7, Nadine Charles. Number 9, Javon Cato. Number 10, fresh off a stint with the under-20 team in Curacao, Tariq Small. Number 16, DL Spring. Number 21, Sid Roy Bentic. Number 26, Demar Michael. And number 44, Alisco Samuel.
And so number 44.
Yes, he'll be in goal, I believe.
He'll be in goal,
Yes.
so maybe Alroy Solomon. And
Well,
the last time he played in.
Well, he's listed. Solomon is listed as a goalkeeper here, so we'll
Yes.
left to be seen.
Yes. So, cool conditions, very breezy. And players, BESCO Pastures in their green with white strips, and North Leeward Predators in their blue. And already we see they're moving into position. And interestingly, Roxelle, I'm seeing a number 10 in for North Leeward Predators, but that name is not on the sheet. I'm not sure if that player is carrying another number, if there's another name to the number.
Well, we'll see how that pans out in a bit, but it's interesting to note that we have North Leeward Predators sitting on third in the standings right now with 10 points, even after those encounters that we've had so far this weekend. They're still going to be at third since Jabel, they lost in their last encounter on Friday. BESCO Pastures, they are on 9 points. They will probably be sitting at sixth on this occasion. Well, they are fifth on the table, and so between third and fifth, the encounter here now, Charlo.
Well, interestingly, we see Ronaldo Franklin. He's carrying the whistle. He's carrying the
captain
well,
arms
he's
band.
the captain. He wearing the captain arms band, and it's still with North Leeward Predators. Predators still looking to knock it around. Looks for Sidroy Bentic. A little bit too much on it. It goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for North Leeward Predators. Number 21, Sidroy Bentic. He's just to our right and going down the flank, but he's cut out there by BESCO Pastures. Ronaldo Franklin doing good work. Gets around a defender. He has one to contend with. He's bobbing and weaving and spinning. Nice ball comes back to Sidroy Bentic, losing it now, and BESCO Pastures will look to counter. Finds the number 23 in Enville. Comes across the middle for the Nelson Lewis, and it goes back to number 5 in Williams for Predators. Predators finds number 6, Gavin Brown, on that far right. It goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for BESCO Pastures. Number 21 in Jarius Phillips with a throw-in. Still has number 20 in Campbell. Campbell looking to come down the flank, but he has, who is that? Gavin Brown cuts it out, but it's still with Boyce for BESCO Pastures. BESCO Pastures still with it. Gavin Brown couldn't keep that in. He goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for the BESCO Pastures team. Quickly taken. So Phillips to Campbell, and Campbell couldn't keep that in play. Goes into touch. A throw-in for North Leeward Predators. Long throw, but giving it away. Got but Boyce comes to the middle, finds Lewis, and the whistle going. Infringement called, and it's going to be a free kick for North Leeward Predators. And interestingly, Roxelle for the Predators, number 19 in small, captain, is not in it. I think in the last game he picked up an injury, I think.
I believe he came off very early with a knock, and I was just about to indicate that the North Leeward Predators sporting a different setup in terms of players. We have a Tariq Small, a Javan Cato, we have a Terrence Williams, Sidrod Bentic, who have started one or two encounters, and then Michael, yes.
Certainly. And so it's BESCO Pastures on that far side. He booted downfield. Good defensive work there by Predators. They are still in it. And let's see, number 8. And Tibbles. Tibbles has Campbell. Campbell with it. It goes into touch. And it's going to be a throw-in for BESCO Pastures. Number 8, Tibbles. Just, in fact, a free kick is awarded. We see number 7, Augustus Adams. Quickly taken, finds Lewis. Lewis, right across, comes in, and there is, comes across the face of the goal, And still danger not yet averted. It's Tibbles. Lays it off for his number 12. Wickham. Wickham goes across field. Back to Godbert Boyce. Boyce still with it. He goes down. Referee says to play on. In fact, the whistle is going. And the infringement call there against North Leeward Predators. It's going to be a free kick for BESCO Pastures, as we see Boyce just crawling his way back to his feet.
Good starts so far by BESCO Pastures. They've looked positive. They've attacked the area on a few occasions, and they look as if they're here for a job this evening.
Adams downfield, headed back by the number 15 there for Predators. The cross comes in, overweighted, it goes into touch. It's going to be a goal kick for the North Leeward Predators. And it's pretty interesting, Roxel. There's a number 10 and a number 15 for Predators, but there are no names and numbers here for that.
Number 15 is listed as Alroy Solomon.
Well, so Alroy Solomon, number 15. And make sure I get that.
Number 10 is Tariq Small.
Yes, so number 15, Alroy Small. Number 10, Tariq Small, right. Goes downfield. Still, DL Spring with Boyce. And it has the hands going. Boyce goes down, so it's against DL Spring, who is not amused by that. But Sheshford John says, you have committed a foul. It's going to be a free kick for BESCO Pastures. And we can see Augustus Adams. He's wearing that captain's armband. And he will take that free kick. Pumps it downfield. And with too much weight, it goes into touch. It's going to be a goal kick for North Leeward Predators. It's still 0-0 here. We are just about the 6th minute, and the cool conditions, the lights just about coming on, not yet taken full effect. So number 44, Samuel, the goalkeeper, finds Sidroy Bentic. Bentic has one to defend with. It was a little bit too much fancy work, and he loses it. And there's number 23, Enville. Enville still with it. And in the end, going into touch of Bentic, and it's going to be a throw-in for the BESCO Pastures, number 12 in Wickham. Long throw, looking to get into that attacking area, off the head there, and coming away. It's still not danger yet, not averted, but Ronaldo Franklin will look to come away with it and lays it off. But there is Campbell. Campbell has number 10, Tariq Small. Ronaldo Franklin, infringement call there against BESCO Pastures. Throw-in quickly taken by North Leeward Predators. Look to go downfield, but he's cut out there by Campbell. Comes back to Boyce. Boyce to Tibbles. Tibbles comes back in defense, finds his player in Ajani Thomas. And Ronaldo Franklin intercepts for Predators. It was booted downfield, but cut out there by Predators. Here is Dial Spring with it. Lays it off on the right to Small. Small looking to come through the middle, but it's cut out there in defense by BESCO Pastures, thwarting whatever forward movement of the BESCO Pastures. Here is Campbell. Campbell looking to get into that area. He works his way around. Nice ball comes back. There was Samuel. Just straight onto Samuel. I think covering the near post. And he took it on the rebound. Now he lays it off. And there is Tibbles on that far side. Gives it to Lewis. Lewis spins. Good defensive work there by the number 16, Gavin Brown. Comes back to his goalkeeper, Samuel. Samuel looks up, looking for some support. He hammers it downfield, looking to find Bentic. But Bentic just running into Kareem Wickham, and he goes into touch.
A really good move again by BESCO Pastures. They've looked really positive, and that pull back right in just about the 6-yard box, or a little further out, I believe, to Moore, who I think should have really done better there, Charlo.
Well, not to be there with Stibbles robbing Ronaldo Franklin of it. BESCO Pastures, Campbell but cut out there by the number 5 in Williams. And this is a counter now. Tariq Small chips it downfield, looking for some support. Has too much on it. As the goalkeeper comes off his line, collects easily. And that's Shane Holder. And now he gives it out. It's Wickham. Wickham goes across field, finds Boyce. Boyce to Tibbles. Comes back to the Adams. Adams still with it. Now he looks to go downfield, looking to find Enville. Enville has the number 15. It gives it away to number 42 in Moore. Sidroy Bentic still there with it, but being robbed. And down he goes. Referee Sheshford Johnson is to play on. 2 BESCO passers go down, but they're back on their feet. DL Spring with it. Spring goes to his left. Finds Tariq Small. Small is pulling the defense with him. He has that number 21 to contend with. Comes back and he finds Ronaldo Franklin, who is coming down and looks for a shot on goal that goes wide of the uprights. And it goes into touch. It's going to be a goal kick for BESCO Pastures.
Yes, not much on it. Didn't think he got enough as much as he would have wanted on it, Captain Ronaldo Franklin. But this is already turning out to be a very, very pleasing encounter. I like what I see so far by BESCO Pastures in terms of their movement, their confidence on the ball, and their positivity against the former champions or the defending champions.
So that one pumped downfield. I think Gavin Brown heads it back upfield. There's that tussle. Again, Tibbles looking to go to his right. Infringement call there against BESCO Pastures. It's going to be a free kick for North Leeward Predators. As you heard, they are the defending champions. And really sporting a new setup, really. Quite a few persons getting their first start of the tournament.
Oh, many reasons for that, which we would not discuss here, Charlo.
Well, so they're looking to signal the players to go forward, and Predators would want to make the mark very early. Gavin Brown chips it downfield, looking at cut out there by the defense for Predators. Predators going back in defense. Tariq Williams watches it, goes back to his goalkeeper Samuel. Samuel lays it off to Williams. Williams looking for Gavin Brown. Tibbles cuts it out. Good work here by BESCO Pastures. And Gavin Brown is there. He's going to shot. He knocks it into touch. And it's going to be a free corner. I think the first corner of the game coming in the 12th minute. And the Nelson Lewis, a stocky individual. He has been a thorn in the flesh of a number of teams so far.
Well, his elevation to the Premiership has been really pleasing, and I think he probably thought it would have been much more difficult than it has turned out to be. But he's come to the party.
The corner comes in, swirling ball up, goes the head of the hand of Samuel, tipping it over the bar, and it's going to be another corner. But a well-taken corner there by Nelson Lewis. He has really been outstanding.
Well, his free kicks and his shots are something that you'd have to look out for, because they're swirling, they're curling, and they're on target on most occasions. And so he's really dominated and perfected the craft in that instance.
So he's going to take it from the other side, this time to the left of us, and spots it. The Nelson Lewis, we can see a number of Predators, and comes in looking for the near post, headed away, and cleared by danger yet not averted. Number 26, he goes down, and whistle going. Sheshford John, I think it's against the number 26 in Michael for the Predators. So it's going to be a free kick for BESCO Pastures. We see number 8 in Tibbles. And now he leaves it for Adams, the number 7, and captain. So Adams chips it downfield, looking for that near corner, and it's still inside the Predators' half. BESCO Pastures still with it. Team shot comes into Samuel, who collects, rolls it out to DL Spring. DL Spring now looks up, comes to his left, finds Bentic. Bentic looking to work his way down, looking for some support. Lays it off for the number 9, who has Adams to contend with. Adams shadows it into touch. It's going to be a goal kick for the BESCO Pastures. It's still 0-0 here at the Brighton Technical Centre as the lights just trying to make that effect, not full effect as yet. And it comes back to Tibbles. Tibbles comes down, pumps it off, but it's cut out there by North Leeward Predators. Ronaldo Franklin gives it back to Gavin Brown, comes back to Franklin. Franklin goes back in defense to his number 5, Williams. Williams, and he was on the goalkeeper Samuel, a little casual. It was under pressure, and that goes into touch. It's going to be a goal kick for the North Leeward Predators. Number 5, Terrence Williams, and so number 44, Samuel, Alisco Samuel, the goalkeeper, and he comes wide to his right, finds his number 15 in Alroy Solomon. Solomon comes on the bed, but he loses it. Ronaldo Franklin pumps it through, looking for some support. This would go into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for the Predators, and it would be taken by Sidroy Bentic on this. Just to our right, he is sporting number 21, and Roxelle.
Right, so here we go. It's Bentic. He finds Adine Charles. Charles is going to go into, that's Williams, Terrence Williams. He controls the central defensive aspect this evening for North Leeward Predators. Goes for the left and finds Brown. Brown is looking to get Tariq Small going forward, but into touch it goes by the number 21. That's
Phillips.
Yeah, Jarius Phillips for BESCO Pastures. A really pleasing encounter so far. We've had a really nice development by both teams. They have been positive and they've looked to try to play the ball from defense all the way through. Here we go. Throw comes in. Looks like it's going to be goal kick coming the way of BESCO Pastures, but both teams have shown some very pleasing construction so far. They look as if they have a definite plan this evening, and the positivity of the game is getting even more heightened from the start. Charlo, here we go. It's with Holder. He goes to his right and finds Thomas. Thomas goes up field into the number 21. That's Williams. That's 21. Phillips is trying to get it into Moore. Moore is being infringed by the number 15. That's Solomon for North Leeward Predators. So a free kick comes the way of BESCO Pastures. Here's Tibbles taking a shot, rebounding from the back of Adine Charles. Goes back to captain. Brings it back to Holder. Yes. Holder goes upfield looking for that gentleman again, number 21 in Phillips, and into touch once more. So continue to develop here. The encounter goes into the number 26. He has Phillips to contend with. He's been in the play quite often so far, coming down the left side of attack for North Leeward Predators. Another throw coming their way. And it's going to be Gavin Brown who is going to be entrusted with this. Augustus Adams is having some words, and he's been scolded a bit by a referee, the man in the middle, Stefford John. Adams always a feisty campaigner. He plays his game very, very hard, and he's one who's going to give his all. Here is Gavin Brown. Has actually a free kick coming the way of North Leeward Predators. Brown entrusted with it. Good kick into the area. Good work by that's Adams. It comes out now to Boyce. Boyce attempts to get it to Campbell, but taken there by Brown. Brown is venturing further down the left, but it stopped and blocked, and the counter is now on. Williams equal to the task for North Leeward Predators, but there are some problems here as it develops. Boyce is trying to get control for Bentic. North Leeward Predators gives it away to Tibbles, and he cannot reel it in. Calming things now is Captain Franklin. He goes further left into the number 9. There's Cato. Cato trying to get past Thomas. Good tackle, and the development of this encounter continues to be pleasing as raids left, right, and centre. Charlo.
Well, it's going to be a throw-in for the Predators as they were looking to counter there and get themselves into a good position.
Gavin Brown is going to take the throw. I'm looking to have a deep throw. Just at the edge of the 18, Boyce comes. And Tibbles, it comes out, shortcut, cross comes in, blocked, held away. Moore got a leg onto it, falls now for, that's Bentic. Bentic to Charles. Charles goes back to Williams. Terence Williams does well, comes inside, looking to find Charles. He could not reel it in. And Denelson Lewis is in a tussle there with Williams. And he got the better of it, Williams. Adams rushing a clearance and still any ball in anyone's up for grabs, so to speak, taken by Phillips eventually. He pumps upfield, looks and finds Tibbles. Tibbles attempted to get it to Boyce, taken away. It's DL Spring. He's on, but Tibbles fighting for all his worth, just making sure that Spring doesn't get it under control. Adams trying to clear the danger into Tariq Small. Fell there now for Bentic. Bentic trying to go inside, but cut out momentarily. Campbell has it. He loses it to Brown. Brown ventures down the left-hand side. Crosses. Good cross in the area. And Wickham had to do a lot of work to shield that one into touch. But the action continues to heat up here at the Brighton technical facility, Charlo.
Good defensive work on the part of BESCO Pastures. Not allowing North Leeward Predators the freedom. DL Spring was there. And I think it's going to be a corner.
Yes, had to be, because we have all of the players just assembling in the 18-yard area, defended here by the BESCO Pastures. Ronaldo Franklin looks as if he's going to curl one around away from the goal area. This is coming across, doesn't get proper contact. And he says, in his efforts of not delivering as he should have, and so the pressure relieved a bit here, Charlo.
Well, certainly, and BESCO Pastures would now look to come away.
With Wickham. Wickham has the one. He comes across, trying to find the number 23 in Enville. He could not control. And so pressure once again is going to be mounted on the men in green and white. It's Bentic, goes inside, finds his captain Franklin. Franklin tries to get it to Cato, back to Franklin, into Cato. Cato still under some pressure, but controls and brings it to Tariq Small. Small has Campbell to contend with. He cuts inside, takes a shot, powerful shot, but blocked. It comes up to Brown. Brown again into the area, held away. Really well there by Adams. And the Nelson Lewis gets it and to Moore, who tries to go upfield, and they're rushing a bit now here, BESCO Pastures, against what they started and how they started. And now another bit of pressure as DL Spring goes, tries a cross, is it? Or was it a shot? Your take, Charlie?
Well, certainly, I think he really didn't have a purpose on it, and rightly so. With the wind, it went over the uprights, and that's something that they would have to contend with, the wind here, and it tends to pick up as it gets later. Yes,
and the pressure now being exerted by North Leeward Predators has asked a few questions of the BESCO Pastures unit, who started really well and then the control and composure on the ball, but now they'll seem a little rushed in terms of their decision making, as this one from Wickham. Good ball into Lewis. Lewis is trying to find Enville. He cannot get past that is Bentic. Bentic goes inside, looking to find someone in blue, doesn't. Michael taken on the chest. That was Campbell trying to go forward, but the loose ball comes forward. Finds Small to Cato, back to Small. Can he get onto this one? Phillips shields it into touch, and really a fast-paced, pleasing encounter so far by the teams listed in 3rd and 5th after the 5th round. This is Tibbles. Tibbles goes upfield looking for Campbell. Campbell is under some pressure with Brown. I think this is a really good, excellent tactical move here by North Leeward Predators. Brown is a sturdy, very nippy, robust individual to combat the pace of Campbell going up the right there, Charlo.
Yes, definitely, and it's good so far.
So here we go. It's Phillips. They're trying to go upfield. Brown again intercepting. gets it to Cato. Cato comes across, finds DL Spring. Spring is coming further to his right to Bentic. Bentic does not control well, but recovers. He is going to try to pick up the loose ball now. He allows it to go into touch because the throw is going to definitely be in favor of the men in blue. Takes it, finds Solomon. Solomon comes downfield, looking for that looks like the Michael. Michael is pushing forward. Michael goes inside. He leaves it for Cato. Cato to Spring. Spring is on. Spring is taking a shot. Doesn't get enough on it. A good movement again by North Leeward Predators. Michael, Cato, and Spring. And the shot came off. And that's signs of danger here, Charlo.
Well, it was a good piece of work on the part of North Leeward Predators looking to get into that attacking area. DL Spring had a shot. I don't think he had total control of it and just went wide of the uprights. But North Leeward Predators looking a bit dangerous there.
Definitely. Coming against the wind almost and controlling the ball a little bit more. They are now getting into their strides. The BESCO Pastures unit started really well. They were stringing some really good passes together and constructively moving forward. But now they're under touch of pressure. And they now need to see where they can pull the game. But it's more back to Campbell. Let's see. Campbell takes a shot into the side netting. Once again, an opportunity goes a begging. This is the second, I believe. This one should have been squared back for on-run in Enfield at Charlo.
Well, he was looking for that, but Samuel closed the angle well. And he ended up into the side netting.
Well, almost problems on the other end. Holder collects. As there was almost miscommunication. The Michael was it that seemed to have been trying to sneaking there. And it falls now for Tibbles for BESCO Pastures. Under some pressure and stolen by number 10. That's Tariq Small.
Cato.
He goes far right looking for... who's that?
Cato.
Cato, all right. Number 9, yes, Javan Cato, a very much diminutive figure, and in the dark area, close to the lights over there, and he was under some serious pressure by Phillips, and that looks like a battle that will be ensuing all evening, Charlie.
Well, it looks like a keen contest thus far, and
as it should be.
Gavin Brown moving into position,
and he comes now to take us through. He brings it back to Tariq Small, comes inside, finds his captain in Ronaldo Franklin. Franklin comes wide, looking for DL Spring. Boyce had to come with an important touch there, an excellent interception. Finds Enfield. Enfield back to Boyce. Go to counter-attack. Can it work? Into Campbell, but Michael... Terrence Williams, that is, equal to the task and smothered that attack. Tibbles, though, fighting for all his worth. And he is going to be the recipient of a free kick as he attempted to get around.
He was bobbing and weaving and spinning.
Trying to get around that number 10 there in Small, who seems to be a quite robust individual, not allowing much to happen when he's not in possession, Charlo.
Well, that's what he's picked for. And he's really giving it his worth. Tibbles, one not to give up.
Well, that's going to be another battle. Interesting battles ensuing all around the park here this evening between BESCO Pastures and the North Leeward Predators. It's now with Augustus Adams. He boots upfield. He's looking for... Oh! Header! Free header! Free header for Enfield! Not a man moved! Look at it again! Beautiful pass! Picked out Enfield by a T. He had no one marking him. Far post was his destination. Back of the goal, back of the net is the final sitting place of that ball. BESCO Pastures 1, North Leeward Predators 0.
And for the second time in his North Leeward Predators find themselves trailing.
Well, they did start well. We did say this, that they really had a pleasant start to this encounter. BESCO Pastures, North Leeward got into their strides and were exerting a lot of pressure. But that was an excellent pick out by Captain.
Coming against the run of play.
Yes, but an excellent pick out by Captain Augustus Adams. And in no man's land, basically, the defenders were, and they were left stranded.
And definitely.
So, 27th minute, you are 28. What did you have it accounted as,
I
Charles?
think it's just about the 28th minute.
28th minute, BESCO Pastures 1, North Leeward Predators 0. The camp in green must be happy as this game continues to build. Tariq Small making his first error this evening as he attempted to go back to Gavin Brown, and this is what pressure does, Charlo.
Well, they would have to regroup and regroup very quickly. We have seen them in the past coming from behind, and there is another occasion where they find themselves trailing.
Well, Phillips is making a long walk around the Vincy Soccer Premier League banner to retrieve. He throws now, finds Tibbles. Tibbles is looking to cross. Yes, he does now. Looking for Enville. Or was he looking to score? We're not sure.
That certainly was aimless.
Well, Enville was the only person up there in a promising, positive position, looking to possibly repeat his heroics of a few minutes ago. Yes, Solomon comes down the right, finds Bentic. Bentic is going into the middle and taken by Small. Small shot again, taken by Tibbles on a one-time occasion. And he tried to get that is Samuel off guard, but his shot was not on target. Charlo, you take it from here.
Certainly wide. So a goal kick for North Leeward Predators. Samuel goes downfield off the head of the Kato. Dial Spring looking to go downfield. He has one. And there was Boyce getting a boot on. Whistle going. Infringement called on Boyce. So and he'll pick up a yellow because I think he took that from behind of
Spring.
Dial Spring, who is just clawing his way back to his feet. And it's going to be a free kick. You can see him just about flexing in the legs. So number 7 in Adean Charles will take that free kick. Holder looking to position his the three-man wall as referee Sheshford John just indicating where that wall should be. So Holder and number 7 Charles. Can he take charge? Charles in charge. And let's see. Corner comes in. Gets Holder got a hand to it.
Good touch.
Javan Kato shadows it and it goes into touch. And an important touch there by Holder.
Very much so.
So we see Gavin Brown moving into position. So danger not yet averted. It's going to be a corner. Gavin Brown with a number of Predators players loops it across. The heads go up over the everyone and it goes into touch. I think it came off the North Leeward Predator individual and it goes into touch and it's going to be a throw-in for BESCO Pastures. They're leading this encounter 1-0.
An opportunity for the BESCO Pastures now to settle things a bit, get their composure, control the game just a touch as they now have that lead and a breather in terms of the distance between their opponents.
Enville still with goes to become back to the Nelson Lewis who loses it. Ronaldo Franklin and he's been brought down by Boyce and free kick awarded to Predators. Sidroy Bentic will position himself for that. In fact, he gives it to Dial Spring. And we see referee Sheshford John and going back, perhaps having a word there with the Nelson Lewis. And yes, he's now having a word with him. And it pays to cool things down and keep your calm. And certainly not under any pressure there. And a lot of players earning themselves yellow cards
unnecessarily.
Unnecessarily, rightly so. That chipped across. It comes back. Denelson Lewis looks up, looking for some support, sends it downfield. Dial Spring has Enville. Enville gets a wrong one. He's there. Still has Spring to contend with. And off Spring, it goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for BESCO Pastures, but again Spring not giving him the room and the freedom to move, and he then pumped that into the body of Spring and earned the team a throw-in. So
what's interesting, Charlo, Spring sprinted all the way back with the desire to mark and to get it behind the play when Enville was moving. So he probably have seen and have decided that Enville could be dangerous to his unit.
yes, so that one goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for North Leeward Predators. Sidroy Bentic, the number 21, finds Ronaldo Franklin, who finds DL Spring. Spring is under some pressure. He has 2 to contend with. He goes back in defense, looks for some support. Find Adim Charles there, who goes back in defense to his number 5 in Williams. Williams goes right, finds Gavin Brown, back to Williams, and they're now taking the time trying to build the play. Boots it downfield, comes off Adams, finds the Javan Cato. Cato still with it, looking to control, comes back, gives it to Ronaldo Franklin. Franklin goes back to Cato. Cato still looking for some support. Chips it across, but defended by BESCO Pastures. And Gavin Brown has to go right back. He controls, gets a wrong one. Good work by Gavin Brown. And lays it off for Tariq Small. Comes back to Adim Charles. Still, again, we see pleasing work here by North Leeward Predators. Pumps it downfield. DL Springer is on a race. He has Augustus Adams to contend with. And it goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for BESCO Pastures.
Excellent work again by Captain Adams. He was sprinting for all his work, knew how important it was to ensure that Spring didn't get that ball under control. He bumped him, and the control even went further into touch. And we've seen him coming up chump so far for his unit, Adams.
So again, quickly taken boys. Again, taking DL Spring off his feet, so Spring not getting the room. So a free kick awarded to North Leeward Predators. He's going to leave that for Adine Charles, the number 7. It's 30. We are in the 36 minutes. It's a still BESCO Pastures 1, North Leeward Predators 0. As the lights are taking full effect here, Roxelle.
Yes, they are.
And Adim Charles goes across field looking for the header there of DL Spring, sliding off his head and going into touch, and it's going to be a goal kick for BESCO Pastures.
Well, that was well taken because it is just about probably moving a touch too quick for DL Spring, who got just a touch onto it. And well, the game continues to develop in a really pleasing way. One of the better encounters we've had over the last few weeks.
So goal kick, boots downfield, finds Enville, who chested down. And still with Wickham. Wickham comes back to Enville. Enville goes through the center. It is still with BESCO Pastures. And this is come back to Solomon for Predators. Solomon looking not poor, good work. He finds Dante Enville, who has 1. He has Solomon. Solomon not allowing him. He cross comes in. Let's see. And again, he has Campbell to contend with, who has a shot high over the uprights. And it's going to be a goal kick for North Leeward Predators.
Well, Campbell has ability, but he has to be composed. He has to be balanced. He has to really get his body in the right position, because we've seen him score already in this tournament. And positions like those, the shot should be on target. Charlo asking a question or two of Mr. Samuel here, and keeping the pressure on a team that is behind at this stage.
So we see Dante Enville going down, perhaps in that tussle, got a nip onto around the toes, and he's still down. He's getting some assistance now from his physio, and I'm sure at the end he would have to find his way to the sideline, because once the physio comes on, you go to the sideline. So Samuel is there just relaxing with hands on hips and just waiting. So he's now limping his way to the sideline with the left boot in hand. And so Samuel would now look to come away. And he gives it to Solomon. Solomon the number 15. Looks up, lays it off for Sidroy Bentic. Bentic comes back to the center, finds Ronaldo Franklin. Franklin comes back to the right, finds Sidroy Bentic, who is on a run. Bentic comes across field looking for some support. Javan Cato has 2 defenders to contend with, and it's being booted into touch, and that went far, and some retrieval has to be done.
Well, that went over the river, Charlo, into the house.
Some retrieval will certainly have to be done, and the replacement ball quickly throw in, taken by North Leeward Predators. It's still Predators as they look to come away with it. Still Predators with it inside the BESCO Pastures half. Is unable to control it, goes into touch, so it's now going to be a goal kick for the BESCO Pastures team, as we see number 13 in Johnny Thomas just leaving it, and number 21 in Phillips will take that throw in. True, finds Gadbot Boyce. Boyce gives it to Tibbles. Tibbles has Tariq Small. He boots it downfield, but it goes into touch, and it's going to be a throw in for BESCO Pastures. We see one player down, and it's Boyce. So not sure. Yes, and he limps his way to the sideline once again. So it's going to be a throw-in for North Leeward Predators. And Sheshford John. Long throw, and again he's headed into touch for another throw-in for North Leeward Predators. It's BESCO Pastures 1, Predators 0, and they have some work to do. They are the defending champions.
We step onto the pitch to conquer, to ignite belief, to dominate the moment. We take control, we win, and sometimes we lose. We score, we miss, but we regain control. A free kick, a pass, an assist, and the goals follow. From penalties under pressure, every challenge looks easy. So we repeat it. Because it's one team, driven by one dream, inside one league. Vincy Soccer Premier League.
Some bottles are ordinary, and then there's the iconic green Heineken, a symbol of craftsmanship since 1873. Inside, a perfect balance of malt and hops, delivering a taste that is smooth, crisp, and undeniably refreshing. This isn't just beer, it's heritage in every sip. Heineken, pure, original, timeless. Heineken, open your world. Must be 18 years or older to enjoy. Heineken, distributed by ECGC. Your life, your vibe, your cola. So represent.
Your life, your vibe, representing the best cola. Me and talk about Zest cola, right.
From me, open the cola. Me a look for the best cola.
Look to the left, me see the Zest cola. Look to the right, me see the Zest cola.
Zest cola are the best cola. Represent for the Zest cola. Zest cola are the best cola.
Zest, your life, your vibe, your cola. Zest, represent with the best cola available island-wide at your favorite bars, restaurants, corner stores, and supermarkets. Zest, your cola. your vibe.
Oh, it's hope! And they have returned from one goal down. Goal! He scores! He scores!
Cross comes in now. Open goal. It's in the back of the net. The Predators with the early goal. It looks like.
The Vincy Soccer Premier League is brought to you by the SVG Football Federation.
We step onto the pitch to conquer, to ignite belief, to dominate the moment. We take control, we win, and sometimes we lose. We score, we miss, but we regain control. A free kick, a pass, an assist, and the goals follow. From penalties under pressure. Every challenge looks easy, so we repeat it. Because it's one team, driven by one dream, inside one league. Vincy Soccer Premier League.
Oh, it's hope! And they have returned from one goal down. Goal! He scores! He scores!
Cross comes in now. Open goal. It's in the back of the net. With the early goal, it looks like.
The Vincy Soccer Premier League is brought to you by the SVG Football Federation.
Your life, your vibe, your cola. So represent.
Your life, your vibe, representing the best cola. Me and talk about Zest cola. Right.
From me, open the cola. Me a look for the best cola.
Look to the left, me see the Zest cola. Look to the right, me see the Zest cola.
Zest cola are the best cola. Represent for the Zest cola. Zest cola are the best cola.
Zest. Your life, your vibe, your cola. Zest. Represent with the best cola available island-wide at your favorite bars, restaurants, corner stores, and supermarkets. Zest. Your cola, your vibe. Some bottles are ordinary, and then there's the iconic green Heineken, a symbol of craftsmanship since 1873. Inside, a perfect balance of malt and hops, delivering a taste that is smooth, crisp, and undeniably refreshing. This isn't just beer, it's heritage in every sip. Heineken, pure, original, timeless. Heineken, open your world. Must be 18 years or older to enjoy. Heineken, distributed by ECGC.
It's just back in the middle.
So number 12 for North Leeward Predators, Chanice Fraser. This is interesting because I believe, I think Gavin Brown was doing excellently against in that matchup against Campbell, and so we'll see. Bentic has gone now to that right back position, and whoa. Let's see how it pans out as we get the second period started. North Leeward Predators versus BESCO Pastures. It's with Enville. Enville comes back and finds Phillips. Phillips is going to go deeper to his defender in Thomas, who doesn't do well. I don't think he was rushed at all there. And so Fraser would have his first touch of the ball, albeit to fire a throwing. He finds the number 10 in Small. Small finds Dean Charles looking to go forward, headed away by Phillips. It falls now for Solomon. Solomon into the chest of Charles. Charles having some difficulty, and the Nelson Lewis trying to possess. Solomon again, not a good kick, and Boyce in a tussle there. Heads go up again. Falls now for Tibbles. Tibbles pumps downfield, looking for Campbell. Campbell and Bentic. I think Campbell would win this battle more often than not. He goes into a tussle there. Looks as if it's going to be a corner. Yes, finally comes off of Solomon. So early in the piece, we have BESCO Pastures putting some pressure on the defending champions. Some more pressure because they are trailing on at this stage. And it's the Nelson Lewis who is going to be charged with this corner.
So Lewis seems to be the free kick specialist, and a number of players getting back into that attacking area. I see quite a few green shirts.
Well, here we go. Good corner to the near post. Not controlled well. It's going to be another corner. As Samuel has not been on his game this evening. He's made a couple errors. His decision making has not been as decisive as we've seen before, and he came and attempted to catch and did not do the best there. And we are going to have some adjustments. Looks as if there was a knock onto the pole and it just went out of position, and a really good work there by the assistant to spot that one, Charlo.
Well, he was in the rightful position.
So here we go. Another corner from Lewis as he tries to ensure that the football is in the best position. This one is not a good one. And attempted to probably go low to the near post. Into touch without even troubling
really,
Samuel.
one of the occasions I can say that he had a poor corner.
So Samuel is going to restart for North Leeward Predators. He boots upfield, looking to find Bentic. He does. Bentic under some pressure though, and stolen by Boyce. Boyce goes downfield and out into touch it goes. Another throw-in comes the way of North Leeward Predators. Captain Franklin leaves it for Bentic. Bentic is going to go upfield looking for the captain himself, and he is trying to advance further. He has number 12 to contest with. That's Wickham. Wickham eventually doing the work he needed to do. Felt some discomfort it seems there, but he's gotten the job done. It's Dean Charles. Charles comes inside and he's going to push further to the left. Gets it to Small. Small looking for free. Well, that looks like Spring, stolen by Boyce. Tibbles boots downfield, and Samuel decides to bowl it out here onto the left. Finds Fraser. Fraser is looking for some movement. He decides to come back to Spring. Spring comes back to Williams. Williams is changing the line of attack, goes over to the right and finds Bentic in a lot of space. Bentic, not good work by Bentic. He had a lot of space and time to make some decisions. Wickham stole it, and he's going to play a ball through, looking for Enfield. Fraser had to intercept. Again, Williams, not good work initially, still in a tussle there with the Nelson Lewis. Lewis gets the better of it, plays it forward. Enfield is trying to get onto that one, stolen by Samuel, and he is looking for someone. He boots upfield.
Enfield had 3 defenders to contend with, and they just blocked him out.
As they should.
thwarted his forward movement.
Cato not getting the better of Phillips. He has been good. I think the captain, Augustus Adams, has been good this evening as well. Enville has been pleasing. I think probably a second encounter, if my memory serves me right so far, Charlo. Williams for North Leeward Predators goes inside, finds Dean Charles. He's been good. Finds Small hustled off of it. Fraser pushes it forward, looking for someone to run onto it. The only man getting to that one is Holder in his bright orange, and he's going to boot downfield. Does so now. Good kicker, looking for Lewis. It's going to evade everyone, and from goalkeeper to goalkeeper into Samuel. Samuel rolls it patiently, calmly. Over to Williams. Williams finds that's Adine Charles into Bentic. Bentic comes inside looking for Ronaldo Franklin. The ball plays forward looking for Small. Now with Cato. Cato comes inside. Spring! Spring misses! But he's in offside position. Oh! Another good move. Build up. An excellent cross. And Spring could not get onto it. But the assistant on the far side said he was in an offside position.
Well, good work on the part of North Leeward Predators, but the end result is not what was desired.
Well, not looking the part, not looking himself. Those are opportunities he would throw himself on, Charlo. We've seen a few of them, and he has not really been in that space this evening so far. And BESCO Pastures still leading, and they've been pleasing in the lead so far. And here we go, though, trying to equalize. But Adams is strong. Taken by the Michael, though. Michael is going forward. Michael trying to get past the number 21 Boyce. And, well, that's Phillips. And Tibbles. Tibbles came to the rescue. Good work again in the defense. They've been disciplined. They've had a lot of thrown at them, Charlo, but they've been really disciplined and standing their ground so far, the BESCO Pastures defense.
They have done some very good work indeed in terms of holding North Leeward Predators at bay. And again, we saw that Tibbles, the one who never gives up, coming to the rescue.
Well, he's been had a lot of work to do. Clean up job, so to speak, in the defensive midfield position. And we have Franklin trying to build from the back here for North Leeward. Falls to Solomon. Solomon to Bentic. Bentic tries to come through three players and eventually gets it to number 10 in Small. Small again to Franklin. Not a good release ball by Franklin. He regains possession though. Loses it. Campbell trying to do the impossible. The simple things not working now on the offensive here for BESCO Pastures as DL Spring picks it up. He's going to get the better of the call. Yes, he was.
Tables once again.
Yes, he was infringed initially. The referee John says you had advantage, play on. And Tibbles continued to push. And Tibbles is now having to retreat as a free kick comes the way of North Leeward Predators, Charlo.
Well, that's it. We see Adine Charles, and there is down. It's Boyce losing a boot in the process.
This guy's got to change, so these guys would have 2 and 3 different pairs depending on the surface and the conditions of the surface. Solomon taking the free kick, looking to get it into the part of the Spring. He does. Spring does have Augustus Adams to contend with. Crossed inside by Fraser. Falls there. Let's see. It's with Ronaldo Franklin. Back to Fraser. Fraser takes a shot. Not a bad attempt, but going away from the upright. Danger averted. And there's still 1-0. We in the 54th minute. And the BESCO Pastures, they would have taken the lead from a well-taken header from Mr. Enville, Charlo.
Dante Enville in the 28th minute. And they continue to hold that lead right down to the end of the first half. And so far, they have maintained that lead. So North Leeward Predators would have to do some work if they are to equalize or to even come away with a victory.
Well, they're trying to do so now. Fire Bentic, who takes a throw into that's Tariq Small. He goes back to Solomon. Solomon is bumping up the right side of the field looking for Cato. Head away by Boyce. Falls now for Campbell. Campbell is looking to go forward. Stolen by Nelson. Still Nelson. He tries to evade two players but doesn't get his way. North Leeward Predators possessing with DL Spring. Back over to Williams. Williams is coming further to the left. Finds Fraser. Fraser is controlling and moves into the center and into the DL Spring, who cannot get past Boyce. He's been robust. He's been tough. He's been sturdy. And he's now being called for an infringement, Charlie.
Well, it's as all expected.
That's taken quickly by Solomon, trying to have the defense off guard. Almost did, but Holder was in with the play. Is more trying to find the number 23. Can't go further past, and so booted upfield. Thomas is trying to evade the player in Michael. Michael controls as he is about to take it through now. Brings it to Spring. Oh, taken by Tibbles. Tibbles goes inside to Lewis. Lewis, good ball to Enfield. Still Enfield. Can he get past Michael? He does. And he is, well, referee says play on. Enfield is reeling in pain. Fraser's going to come up the left. One player down here for BESCO Pastures. Still Fraser. What does he do? He goes inside. Excellent ball to Cato. Cato trying to get it to Michael. Believes it. It's Cato. Cato is in. But he's offside.
That's a good move. And there by North Leeward Predators. But in the end, Cato find himself in an offside position, and I think recognizing it was not that effort to get it into the back of the net.
Well, you never know, Charlie. You need to put it in the back of the net and then let the assistant and the officials make the call.
Make their decision.
Correct. And we're hearing a shout for Bama. I don't know if it's Obama or whatever. The ladies are here for Bama, whoever that is. Here we go. It's pushed downfield. Head away by Solomon. He's still under pressure. Nelson. Did Nelson not give it up? And coming to the rescue there was Williams. Still Williams now. And he's under some pressure. Williams still does do well. Here we go. It's now with Cato. Ooh, his legs were taken out from under him. Cato is down.
So too is
Tibbles. And when you have Tibbles flawed, that means you must have done something really extraordinary from our perceptions, Charlo.
He's a warrior.
Michael, he's been fine. He's been doing really well this evening in a very calm manner. This does again, but this time gives it away. Phillips is gonna head into touch. He's been asked to do a lot of work up this left hand side. It's Fraser finding Michael. He controls well and goes inside. Finds DL Spring. Spring looking to find it looks like Adine Charles. Solomon decides to boot upfield, headed away by the ever present Augustus Adams. Back to Michael. Michael to DL Spring. He has Tibbles to contend with, not let him go, and inadvertently bumped him off of it. And it's Charles back to Spring. Spring going far right, looking for Bentic, heads into the area. Again, the number 7, Augustus Adams, to the rescue, Charles.
Well, he has been outstanding so far. Well, he's leading by example because he's the captain.
And he was the one who set that ball on a platter for Enfield to convert. And here we go. It's DL Spring. All of the BESCO Pastures players in their half, defending their 1-goal lead. And Tibbles with, it looks like Boyce trying to get it to Enfield. Can he keep it in touch? Oh, no. I think he thought initially it would have been speeding out of touch. He didn't make a strong effort as he should have from the start. And then when he did, it was almost a bit too late, Charlo.
Well, Predators earned themselves a throw-in.
Head away by Tibbles, working overtime here. Again, a matchup destined for this game. I believe the coaches must have thought about this. Tibbles definitely have to be marking and in and around the space that will be occupied by DL Spring. This is Franklin trying to find Spring. It's going to bounce just ahead of us here. Into touch it goes. And so Fraser once again retrieves and about to take the throw in. He does so now. Finds Adine Charles. Charles comes back to the left to find Fraser. Fraser looking for some movement. Gets a by 2, but cannot get past the number 21 in Phillips. Jarius Phillips, equal to the task. And he's down, seeking some attention. Probably got knocked just about, just below the knee. And he's still in the stretch for John. He's fine. So taken into small crosses over to the right, looking for Bentic. Falls for Bentic now, actually. And he is trying to get past. Campbell doesn't. Campbell advances down the left. Still Campbell. Campbell all the way. It's Campbell. Campbell for BESCO Pastures. Oh wow, what a run for Campbell. And all but got past of Solomon, who is now trying to get North Leeward out of trouble, but they're still on the defensive as the Nelson picks it up. Lewis, he is crossing into the area. Michael controls. Does it go into touch? Yes, it does. A corner, Charlo,
yes.
for BESCO Pastures.
So BESCO Pastures looking good, putting the pressure there and keeping the pressure on the Predators, who are trailing 1-0. And it's going to be a corner for BESCO Pastures. So let's see. Did Nelson Lewis, number 35, he's going to take that corner. He's not in any hurry. They're enjoying that slim lead of 1-0. He comes across, floats across, and there is Samuel, knocks it away, cleared in the end. And it's still in BESCO Pastures. Have infringement called against BESCO Pastures. It's going to be a free kick for North Leeward Predators. But I think looking back, Roxelle, for the entire tournament so far, Dale Spring has really been a shadow of himself.
I think he has moved from the dominant individual he's been in the first couple matches to having to do much more work in defense and even to make sure that the attacking play is well orchestrated, and it could take a toll on you if you don't have enough of the quality around you consistently, Charlo.
Well, we have seen that there's not that level of consistency on the part of North Leeward Predators. Understand that sometimes a number of players not turning up for practice and not doing what is supposed to be done. We can see Alroy Solomon lining that free kick up, and John now gives permission. So number 15, Alroy Solomon, he looks up, looks to chip it downfield. The race is off headed away there by BESCO Pastures, number 13. I think there's going to be a substitution on the far side. It's still with Predators, and off the number 12 in Shanice Fraser goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for Pastures, so more would come off, and on comes number 11 in Mackenzie, Jordan Mackenzie.
Okay.
So number 42 Mo goes off, comes back, throw-in to Denelson Lewis. Has Adim Charles to contend with, loses it. Dante Enville looking to come forward, boosts it downfield, finds the number 11 who has just come on, and his efforts have been thwarted. It's still with Dial Springs really spinning away. Tariq Small, can he control? He does. And nice back heel to Fraser. Fraser has Campbell to contend with. He's been bodied off of it, and it goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for BESCO Pastures. Again, good work there by Campbell.
Well, he's been more prolific in the defensive third for his team in this half so far than on the offensive segment, because he knows the importance of working together to keep this lead and probably try to build on it, Charlo.
Well, so they're still maintaining their 1-goal lead. It's one BESCO Pastures 1 and North Leeward Predators 0. And we can see Mr. Mr. Tibble is just grimacing as that goes down to Janice Fraser. As a noisy group of girls to our right. Comes right back to Lewis. Lewis still with it. Comes across field. Gives it to the number 11, Mackenzie, who has just come on. But play being cut out there by Nordley Predators. It's Dial Spring looking to find Javan Cato on that far side. Too much on it. It goes into touch. And it's going to be a throw-in for BESCO Pastures. They're enjoying 1-goal lead. 1-0. We are in the 65th minute. Through. And Dante Enville has some work to do. He has Solomon as well as comes back to Solomon, who lays it off for Adim Charles. Charles then to Bentic, who comes down the right looking for some support, looking for movement, and it's still an infringement call there against North Leeward Predators. So some substitution, number 22, and
so Michael is off, and
yes, Michael is off,
and the number 15 in.
No, well, there's a number 15
Solomon
on already. Solomon is already
right,
on the field.
Yeah, Solomon and Michael will have been substituted, and we've had
Gideon Richards coming on.
Right, Richards and the number 80.
Number 80 in Glasgow. Ezra
in Glasgow.
All right, so that's one is again Campbell, who has been really pushed. He's been heavily marked, not giving room. Gideon Richards is in there, already steals it. But again, the number 21 for BESCO Pastures. No, DL Spring pumps it downfield, looking for some support. And there it is, and it goes back. And there was the number 80, Glasgow, looking to get in there. But Holder, coming off his line, collects and boots it downfield. Off Tibbles to Campbell. Campbell comes back to go back to Tibbles. Good work by BESCO Pastures as he gives it out to... This is one. Tibbles gets the wrong one. Tibbles looking to go downfield. But again, do good defensive work. Shanice Fraser will come away with it. And it's still DL Spring. Spring looking to control in the middle. Now he comes back. Gives it to Adim Charles. Charles looking to control, looking to work his way down. He's having a run. Goes down to the right. I think too much on it. Shanice Fraser will shadow that into touch. And it's going to be a goal kick for BESCO Pastures.
I think really, really pleasing move down the right here just now by BESCO Pastures. And I think Tibbles for once lost the plot. He should have crossed instantaneously into the area, Charlo.
Well, we have seen that. A number of players holding on. Again, there's going to be a substitution. And off would go number 21. And that's Jarius Phillips. Would come number 16. But not having a number 16 on our sheet, Roxelle.
O'Dane Hazel, it looks like.
O'Dane Hazel says is a number 6 instead of a 16. Very familiar with the players.
Well, he's a student at the college.
Have passed through your hand.
Yes, he's a first-year student in the sports sciences program.
Right. So there's the header. It's in. Gideon Richards gets a wrong one. Still Gideon Richards. And there is, I think it went into touch. And it's going to be a throw-in for BESCO Pastures. But Gideon Richards there was looking to get a wrong one. He has just come on, so some fresh legs, good new energy. And Denelson Lewis still with it, chips it across field. This would go into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for North Leeward Predators. Predators finds Tariq Small. Small with it, comes back to Bentic. Bentic lays it off for Javan Cato. Cato being robbed. Adim Charles in a tussle, but loses it to good work there by Predators. Ronaldo Franklin. Gideon Richards is in a tussle there. He's been knocked off his feet. Referee says to play on. And it comes to Campbell. Campbell with it. Comes right back to Tibbles. Nice ball. But again, we can see Shanice Fraser as he goes back to Williams. Williams lays it off. Again, that tussle. There's not a lot of movement as he comes back to Tibbles. Tibbles lays it off for Denelson Lewis. Lewis has Franklin. And he has a shot and died off the upright. Samuel just diving to his right. And that went sailing past the upright.
Pleasing move there, Charlie. Look at that turn. He turned well. He got himself in some space and he hammered. And I think he should have been going the other direction where there were a lot more space to work with. But that was a positive again by BESCO Pastures.
Samuel was closing down on that angle, the same where he was looking to find the back of the net. But BESCO Pastures will still maintain their lead. 1-0. Comes back to Charles. Charles lays it off. Finds Fraser. Fraser pumps downfield looking for Gideon Richards. It's been shadowed into touch. And it's a throw-in for BESCO Pastures. Quickly taken. And still with BESCO Pastures, the ever-present Tibbles. And there it is that Campbell couldn't rein that in and it goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for North Leeward Predators. They are hungry and anxious to equalize. DL Spring, number 16, goes across field, finds Adim Charles, back to DL Spring. Spring is looking up, looking for some support, comes down, goes back to Javan Cato, who goes wide, finds DL Spring. Spring has Fraser with a shot, and good work there by DL Spring. And you see Glasgow was looking to closing on that far post, and that slid right across the face of the goal. A little too much for Glasgow. Look at that again. Roxelli was looking to get it out. I think he was a little late in terms of his movement.
Correct, and good pressure again by Wickham. Didn't allow DL Spring to just free his legs, so to speak, to get as much as he wanted on that. And again, we must compliment the defense of BESCO Pastures for standing up strongly so far, Charlo.
So that's headed away. It's still with Predators, Adim Charles comes to the middle, finds Javan Cato. He's been hustled off it, and BESCO Pastures intercept. It's with Lewis. Lewis spins, and Javan Cato being the guilty offender, bringing him down. And that is a pretty interesting angle from where that free kick would be taken.
Well, it's point blank, a good distance to get it up and over a wall and into one of those upper V's, Charlo, and an opportunity as well for BESCO Pastures just to slow things down, take a breather or two. They are in the ascendancy, not by much, but they are leading, and they have defended well so far. So an opportunity for them to take a few minutes off the clock.
So the Nelson Lewis will take that free kick. He has been specialized in doing so. And we can see that wall. It's about 5 or 6 players inside that wall. So Samuel would have to some work to do. And the Nelson Lewis is standing there. So too is Tibbles. And I think after this there would be a substitution. And referee Sheshford John signals as here is Lewis with a shot, tame shot into the waiting arms of Samuel, who now bowls it out on the left. Finds Shanice Fraser. Fraser looking to work his way down, and it's been cut out there by BESCO Pastures. They have been outstanding in defense. Gives it down to Campbell. Campbell overlapping. Campbell goes down. He has Williams, Terrence Williams, but Williams wins it. Campbell was looking for some handball, and it's now with Gideon Richards. Richards comes across field, finds Javan Cato. Cato lays it off wide to Tariq Small. Small has Fraser to contend with. It has Wickham to contend with it. Easy ball into the waiting hands of Holder, who boots it downfield, looking for some header. Fraser knocks it back upfield, and Javan Cato being out jumped. There is number 80 Glasgow, gets it over to Tariq Small. Small lays it back for Captain Ronaldo Franklin. Franklin goes back, but cut out there. Cato with it for Predators. Still Cato comes back to Adim Charles. Charles being forced to go back. He's bobbing and weaving, and in the end he's losing it. And an infringement call there on the number 11. So there's some substitution. So number 11 for
number 10.
Number 10 goes
Tariq
off.
Small goes off.
And
it's like
on come Cortland Williams.
Cortland Williams, the man you want to see Charlo on the ball.
The busybody, Cortland Williams. A free shot comes in, finds the number 6 there for the BESCO Pastures. It boots it downfield, but again we see Shanice Fraser gives it to Adim Charles. He has been good. Back to Gideon Richards. Richards looking to get a wrong one. And there's a tussle. Still with Richards. Comes right back to Adim Charles. Charles looks up. And good work. Let's see. Chips it across. Looking for some support on that far side. It's number 21, Bentic. But Boy says no. You're not going anywhere. He boots it into touch. That gone somewhere into the river. And the replacement ball very quickly thrown onto the field. So it's going to be a throw-in quickly taken. Comes right back to Adim Charles. Charles now comes wide. Finds Fraser. Fraser chips it across. Looking for Gideon Richards. Does so. Richards has a defender to contend with, but he loses it. Tibbles is there. He goes down. An infringement called against Richards. It's going to be a free kick for the BESCO Pastures, who are leading this encounter 1-0.
Well, Charlo, for once, Tibbles looks like he has been gassed. He's run this 75 minutes or so really, really strong, and has had to do some work. And that one, you could definitely see he was taking a toll. But here we go. It's Mackenzie. He's gonna take a shot and calmly taken and smothered there by Samuel. He's gonna boot upfield. We enter the 76th minute of this encounter. 1-0. A goal scored in the 28th minute, correct, Charlo?
Very much so.
Right, by Mr. Enville. And there's some arguments about the direction of this throw, and some discussions between.
Well, I think I can see the fourth official
yes,
indicating
exactly
that
where it should be going.
Yes.
So it's for North Leeward Predators. Comes inside to Williams, who initially tries a one-on touch to an running individual, but doesn't get his mojo going. Falls now for Fraser as he attempts to go to field. Hazel obviously cuts out and gets it to Campbell, chips it forward, looking for Mackenzie. Not a good ball. Williams controls easily, brings it inside to Adine Charles. Charles goes across and finds a DL Spring, ever-present DL Spring. Gets it to Fraser here further on the left trying to get it back to DL Spring. Not reading the play. Fraser does though, and it falls off of the feet of Small and pushed forward for Boyce, looking for someone to run onto. Enville was a little late, and so coming out again is North Leeward Predators. He turns. This is Cato. Cato looking to go forward, blocked up by Wickham. Boyce cleans up shop over to under Nelson Lewis. He cannot control. Bentic is the one on possession. He is under some pressure, but the throw is going to go in his direction. North Leeward Predators behind. They are the defending champions. They're sitting third, while BESCO Pastures, who would be looking to add to their 9 points, this would be 12, and they would be definitely moving up the table. And if this result stands, Hazel pushes forward, looking and finding Tibbles. Tibbles tries to go inside and is smothered there. DL Spring picks up the loose ball. He's looking to push it forward into Glasgow. Again, Hazel comes up chump to that is Tibbles. Tibbles to Campbell. Campbell keeps it in touch. Well done. And he's looking for movement. Goes forward, looking for Enville. And Williams again. Charlo. Williams has been really nonchalantly defending stoutly this evening without any problems whatsoever.
Yes.
He comes in now. Oh, given away by Bentic to the number 11, Mackenzie, who's in. Enville takes a shot. Not completely saved, but out of the area. Still Enville. Still Enville falls to the ground. And the referee said play on. It's Ronaldo Franklin coming to the left. Looking for that is Richards, cut out by Hazel. Back to Franklin. And the flag is up now. Not sure why. But Adine Charles is going to push this one forward, looking for Glasgow. And Glasgow under some pressure. And a good work again by Augustus Adams. This is Cato trying to get into the Spring. Adams and Boyce converging. And I think there is either a handball being called there. Boyce once again. Not Boyce, this is Tibbles once again on the floor. I think he's going to have a a good rest this evening after ice bath or two, Charlo.
Well, he rightly deserves it. He has really put his body on the line for his team. He has really been a workhorse, moving from defense to attack.
So, Charlo, you have Tibbles, you have Augustus Adams, you have Enville to think about. Booted downfield. Samuel gets it. And he's going to bowl it out to DL Spring, another name you need to think about. And Williams as well in the defense for North Leeward Predators, adding a fifth to your category. This is one push forward, and this is Mr. Holder comes and held that one comfortably.
The intention was good.
Yes, but Wickham looks like he's in some pain, probably cramping. It's been a very keenly contested encounter,
Yes, fast-paced encounter.
Yes.
And it's really taking its toll.
Definitely, but pleasing. I think, as I said before, I think this is one of the better games we've had all season, especially the latter stage of the season, Charlie.
But as we look back at the players, I think Dante Enville, he has been pretty good. We see Campbell for BESCO Pastures. He has been good. Williams as well. As we see Fraser being ushered off. And he's been helped by goalkeeper Holder. So good sportsmanship all around. And he will receive some attention.
So Holder gets the bounce ball back into his arms, and he's going to decide to pump it downfield just about past the halfway line into the defensive half of the North Leeward Predators. Falls now for Kirtland Williams. Williams is going to go into K2 trying to find Bentic. Enville is the one who is shielding and looking to try to start something for BESCO Pastures. Boyce goes downfield, not a good pass, and into touch it goes. Another substitution comes.
Yes.
We're going to have Bentic out,
and
AJ Delplesh is going to fall in for North Leeward Predators, ringing the changes, and changes that are attacking minded, Charlo, here for North Leeward as they search for the equalizer.
And rightly so, because they are trailing.
Here we go. It's with Fraser. Fraser goes inside and finds Dean Charles. Charles goes across into the middle and finds unmarked Kirtland Williams. He pushes it forward. Cut out there by Thomas. Back to Kirtland Williams. Has some problems reeling it in, but decides to go back to Williams. He's been impressive. Finds Dean Charles. Charles goes forward on the right-hand side into Kato. Kato finds AJ Delpech. Delpech with his first few touches. Crosses in the area. Through the Spring's legs. We don't normally see that, Charlo. He did not control AJ Delpech with a good cross. And with his first few touches, that beat holder and defender Hazel. And Spring could not pull it in, Charlo.
And not well cleaned up by Gideon Richards. And a goal, an opportunity went a begging.
Well, probably astonished that DL Spring didn't control.
Yes, he has that casual way of doing it. And really, at that occasion, it really failed him. And an opportunity that went a begging.
Well, they're on the attack again, but this one gets into the arms of Holder, who clutches and falls to the ground. 83 minutes gone. They are almost there. But in this game of football, in the lovely world of sports, a few seconds can change the day. DL Spring trying to get past. Yes, he does. Finally, still DL Spring. What does he do? Pushes into the path of AJ Delpech. Holder does well. Holder did exceptionally well there, Charlo. He had to commit. That he did. Probably got a touch or two from AJ Delpech, who was equally committed. And Holder is down.
Well, certainly decisive work there by Holder, because AJ Delpech was closing in like an express train and really putting his body on the line for BESCO Pastures, who still maintain that 1-0 lead. And really, this is good, keen contest here. And BESCO Pastures still having the advantage. But I think he realized that in the last game, that in the dying seconds, just around North Leeward Predators had scored to equalize.
Well, if we look back at the games, the wrongs that we've had, I think North Leeward Predators are one of those teams who have scored in the dire stages more than anyone else. So
Yes.
they cannot be relenting at this
It
stage.
cannot be written off. So one would anticipate is that some movements from North Leeward Predators in those final seconds. They're not going to give up. I think they're going to be desperate because they're trailing 1-0 and did as the defending champions would not want to lose.
Well, they lose, they're gonna go down to 4th or 5th, depending on how the standing stakes after we've completed the latter game tonight. So that game tonight will definitely be a thriller. We're getting some messages from some of our viewers in the diaspora. They are getting their drinks, Charlo, and getting ready to sit around the living rooms and in front of the big screens.
Well, why not? Perhaps some are in that little cold area understand the weather up in New York has been changing.
Yes.
And very welcoming conditions for a number of persons.
With the downfield by Adams, looking to get onto that was a Mackenzie. Into touch it goes. We have a pleasing crowd for this evening, as was expected, as Hazel is going to pick this one up. And Hazel is going into Mackenzie. Mackenzie turns, trying to get into Lewis. Still Mackenzie though, believes it for the number 18. We had a substitution, that's Tariq Duncan. He is headed away by, headed in the wrong direction by AJ Delples. Picked it up there as the number 14. He also just came in, Charlie. We're going to get a name for him. Falls now for DL Spring as they try
Richardson,
to counter.
Kamal Richardson.
Okay, Kamal Richardson just joined the party for BESCO Pastures. AJ Delples looking to find Gideon Richards. Richards not as agile as we've seen him before.
But
cannot pull that one in.
I think he was in an offside position as well.
Well, they're going to go with the throw.
Yes,
And
they go with the throw.
here we go into Duncan. Duncan trying to find Lewis. Lewis plays that one through, looking for Campbell. And Campbell ran away from it almost.
I was just looking at the assistant referee, and that ball seemed to be just outside the line,
yes.
but his back was turned. He was already running in the opposite direction.
Well, in the right direction here is DL Spring, but the ball is way ahead of him. Holder again decides to comfortably lie on it. He's looking to bump downfield. He does that now. No one in the vicinity in a green shirt, and it's going to run into touch for a goal kick for North Leeward Predators. 87th minute or 88th minute on the clock. We are moving to the end of this encounter. BESCO Pastures leading 1-0 against the defending champions North Leeward Predators. Here we go. Another opportunity. Oh, that is not a good ball. Taken up by the number 14 for BESCO Pastures and Richardson. He's under some pressure by Williams. Still Richardson though. It doesn't go into touch. Yes, it does, but the throw in the direction of the men in green. So, the coach is offering up the ball quickly because he wants us to start back as Boyce goes downfield, headed away by Michael. Let's see, it finds Cato. Cato bumps upfield, who is the destination. Good work again by the number 7, Captain Augustus. Finds Tibbles. Tibbles boots downfield. Williams decides to change direction. And here we go. North Leeward once again. AJ Delplesh finding the Spring to Delplesh. Delplesh comes across to the left and he is looking for movement. Who does he decide? He change it to the right. Number 7 comes again. That's Augustus Adams. And really coming up a chump here for his team and smothering another attack. And the holder decides to go downfield. Again, no man's land really in terms of his players. And so coming out with it is Williams from Franklin. Williams boots upfield on the right-hand side. What's the destination? Really no one in that space in blue. And Charlo, desperation time as the direct ball is not finding the their desired individuals, Charlo.
Well, I think I was looking at the defense, that player for the BESCO Pastures who just left ball. He just left it behind and soaking up a couple seconds.
All about the byplay. So you're in the ascendancy. You want the few seconds and minutes to weave down as quickly as possible. Booted downfield, headed into the path of Boyce. He is doing the same. This time looking for Campbell. Campbell is going to control now. He has Fraser to contend with. Campbell tries to cut inside. Fraser does good work and picks it up. He's going to
4 minutes of added time.
4 minutes of added time as this one comes right into our commentary booth here, just above the head of Charlo.
Well, luckily for him, we are covered by the tent.
Yes, so Hazel is going to take the throw. And he has a crowd behind him. Wow. And we've been asked a question, but we'll discuss that later on as this one goes inside. Tariq Hazel, not Duncan, not getting control. So throw taken by Fraser. Fraser to Franklin. Franklin boots upfield. Not where he wants it to go. It's going to go into touch. Extra pressure here now for North Leeward as they're trailing and the minutes are running away. You said 4 minutes added additional time for stoppages, Charlo?
Yes, it is.
Okay, this is the outlet. Oh, good ball. Finding Kato. What can he do for North Leeward Predators? He looks up. He comes back to Adine Charles. Charles is coming across Williams. Williams is pushed off of it by Mackenzie. No communication there, because he was way ahead of the player coming from the back there for BESCO Pastures and stole it. He stole it and averted the danger again. Williams comes back to Ronaldo Franklin. He is finding Adine Charles. Charles is attempting to come to Gideon Richards. Cut out by Hazel. Fraser into Richards. Well taken on this occasion by Richards. Richards has to contend with. He goes to the corner flag and he is fighting for all his worth. The decision is goal kick and that is going to relieve a little bit more pressure. We are into the second minute of stoppage at time added on for stoppages.
Well, good defensive work by BESCO Pastures, not
as we've seen all
him,
evening.
Yes, not allowing Gideon Richards any opportunity whatsoever to have a shot on goal.
So you can see the desperation with the North Leeward Predators players. They are actually spotting the ball for the free kicks and the goal kicks for the BESCO Pastures unit. Captain Augustus Adams hammers downfield. This is a good kick and running onto it looks like Mackenzie. The three and goalkeeper Samuel, tall and strong, and controls, throws it out to Spring. Spring is looking for someone. He finds Adine Charles. Under some pressure is Charles. But he's going to come further to the left. Finds Richards. Richards back to Charles. He's going to have to retreat to the defense. He does and finds Fraser. Fraser looking for movement. Not a good ball. Hazel is going to clear. And he does so. Ronaldo Franklin controls. Gives it away. Oh, goal! BESCO Pastures has stolen this one. 2 goals to 0. And it's Mackenzie. It's Mackenzie who did not give up on this one. It wasn't good work. It was slow work by Captain Ronaldo Franklin. And this basically summed it up for North Leeward Predators, Cecil Charles.
Definitely it is a sloppy piece of work by the captain. And they ended up paying the price for that lapse. And Mackenzie was very positive, never gave up, had one-on-one with the goalkeeper and beat him to his left and into the back of the net. And BESCO Pastures 2, North Leeward Predators 0.
Well, they must compliment their defense for being sturdy, for keeping their shape. They were tested and tried, and they really have come through this storm with flying colors, Charlo. North Leeward Predators on the brink of losing another encounter, and they're going to have to go back to the drawing boards, do some really serious considerations, and come back for weekend number 7, Charlo.
Well, most definitely, they certainly look a shadow of themselves from what we have seen last year. as the defending champions. They were very purposeful last year, very committed, and really created a lot of pressure for a number of teams there. And a number of teams that would have complained about their ability to run for 90 minutes and really ran them. But this time they have been very competitive. The other teams have been very competitive, and the pressure is on North Leeward Predators.
Well, after being spanked, so to speak, BESCO Pastures, they have gone back to the drawing board, and they've come out really well this evening as the encounter comes down to an end. It's still Enfield in a tussle. He's there with Cortland Williams. Tibbles picks it up, and Tariq Duncan trying to push Tibbles forward. It's with Campbell. And Dean Charles decides to control. He is looking for movement. He goes farther to the right, looking for Cato. Cato in space and time. What does he do? He has Boyce to contend with. Can't get past Boyce. He's been good as well this evening. Really disciplined defensive work by BESCO Pastures for the all 94, 5 minutes or more here now. It's with DL Spring. DL Spring, gives it away, but only as far as that is Eje Delpesh. He's going to put it into touch. I expect the whistle anytime now, Charlo.
Certainly, I think the whistle. North Leeward Predators, they were beaten.
Big win.
Songly beaten as well by BESCO Pastures.
There we go. Stressford John puts his hands in the air. He signals the end of this encounter. A beautifully orchestrated job here by BESCO Pastures. Charlo, tell me, I definitely think the defense did it here for BESCO Pastures tonight. Yes. And I will go with the man who created the first goal with that excellent pass and led his team from defense forward, Augustus Adams.
Well, certainly I have absolutely no problem with that. But he has been very outstanding in this game. And he has really, really led from the front as the captain. And North Leeward Predators really had no answer tonight to BESCO Pastures. Being that they have ruined a few opportunities, but certainly we saw the good defensive work from BESCO Pastures. They maintained control. They never allowed North Leeward Predators to run away with it. And in the end, they came away with a very good victory here. A comfortable victory, I would say, in the end. 2-0. And Predators have a lot of work to do.
Well, we're going to go into the interview, and right after that we'll bring you the final encounter of weekend number 6 in the Vincy Soccer Premier League between the two top teams at this stage. Those are Leyu FC and System 3 FC, and we will be back with you shortly. Right, good afternoon, good evening, and we are here to present the player of the match for match 2 on this Sunday evening as we get to the end of what we call the Vincy Soccer Premier League, and we are into the 6th round. Augustus Adams, big win for BESCO Pastures.
Very important win because we suffered a crucial loss from the previous game, and I just happy that we're back in winning ways and with also with a clean sheet.
Really, and I want to go with the clean sheet. Really well disciplined defensive work tonight. You were in all places. You were structured. You were organized, and from there forward, you played an exceptional ball to create that first goal. Tell me about that structure that was planned for tonight.
It's something we always planning. Well, not planning really, doing in training. So it play off in the game. It come to a crucial moment that it so happened that we get a goal from it.